at the Eckies! Tonight we have a great headliner for you all the way from Kelowna. The founder of Kelowna Comedy, David Kopp, is in the house. You know all the rules. Please do not heckle or talk during the show or else you will be ejected. If you want to talk, why don't you sign up for the next comedy open mic and come up on stage. Anybody's welcome. You know where to find us. We're just behind this wall. All right, your headliner, your host. It's been a while, man. It feels like a long time. Your host tonight, no stranger to anybody. Give it up for Ernie Ware.
Forgot the stool. Where am I going to put my beer? Oh, this beer table. That's a good idea. That's actually how I got my start doing comedy. I just wouldn't shut up in the audience, and they said, get up there. And I said, no. And they said, well, then get out. And I said, okay, I guess I'll go up. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. Thanks for supporting live comedy in Counts. We do this every Wednesday. I'm stoked that we continue to put on a show every week. Huge thanks to Dave for saving our butts tonight. What a guy, eh? That wasn't Dave. If Dave gave me the stool too, that would have been fucking amazing. Top shelf. Oh. But big thanks to Dave Kopp for coming and saving our ass. Our headliner that was supposed to be here tonight bailed at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So Dave saved us all. Big round of applause for Dave. Fun fact about me, guys, something I just want to share with you. I hate crows. I fucking hate crows. With all of my being. With my brain, with my soul, with the fabric of my being, I hate crows. And in a weird way, I know that makes me seem slightly racist. Because they are a powerful spiritual animal in the indigenous cultures. And that's not why I hate them. It's not why I hate them. I like the indigenous culture. And yeah, I just hate crows because they're black, murderous bastards. And that makes me seem more racist or differently racist. But they are black, and they are murderous, and they are bastards. Right? If they were white, I'd also hate them, or any other color, I would also hate them. I hate fucking crows. I hate them. They're shit talkers, too. That's what they do. They're like, caw, caw, that means shit. Caw, caw, that means shit. That's what they're doing. They're just shouting at you. They're just shouting at you that you're a piece of shit. Just turning around like, caw, caw, look at this piece of shit. Hey, come beat up this piece of shit. I hate them. I hate them so much. And I know you're probably thinking there's got to be more to this story. It's not just that they call him a piece of shit. It's not. It's not. There's more. Years ago, before I hated crows, my neighbor's dog cornered one that was wounded. And we didn't really know it because it was kind of hiding and stuff. And then we went over there for drinks, and my dog came over and helped their dog to corner this bird. And once we figured out what was going on, we pulled the dogs away. And we were able to save the bird, right? It didn't matter. Their shitty crow family was all up in the trees going, you're a piece of shit! You're a piece of shit! Go, go! So, but we saved it, right? But they remembered me, and they remembered my dog, and they dive bomb us. Every time we go out, not me so much because I throw rocks at them and stuff, but they dive bomb my dog when we're out for walks, right? And they've passed that hatred along to my child now. So now when we're out for walks, I do have to carry rocks in my pocket, so when the crows, I can whip them at them, they know, they keep their distance, right? Keep their distance a little bit. But they're just assholes. I hate them. Oh my God. I love most animals though. I like horses, right? Cows, chickens, alligators, crocodiles, spiders. I even like spiders, guys. Because they kill other animals that I don't like flies and mosquitoes and shit. I just don't like crows. I tried to keep them, they would come to our house, at least 2 months a year, they'd come to our house, and they'd basically be perched on the telephone lines, and they'd just be staring at my house and be like, your house is a piece of shit. And I'm like, I'm trying, guys. Sorry, it's just, but they do it for like 2 months, morning and night. And so I'm like, I need to figure this out, right? So they're like, okay, well, you can put things on your roof, like They could get like an owl figurine or something, or a gargoyle or something. And I didn't have that shit, but I had these paper mache penguins that used to be at Earl's. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Back in the day when they used to have the cow and chickens, don't eat the beef, eat the chicken commercials. It was a long time ago, I know. Dave probably remembers. What? You're around. Ryan? No? Just me? Because I watched a lot of food TV, right? Anyways, so I put these paper mache penguins, I cut a hole, I put a brick in their ass, and I put them up on top of the roof. And it worked! The crows stopped coming, right? Except for one crow that was like, these fuckers don't scare me. He beat the shit out of my paper mache penguins, I tell you what. He was standing up there when I came out, and he was like, ah, ah. There was my neighbors when they saw what I was doing with the penguins, they just shook their heads like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, well, when did you get an owl? Like, because I have these and they're cool, right? They had sunglasses on and shit, and I didn't have. I got pin dude and pin guy, right? And they were protecting the street. And I said, why not make my house look better and obviously increase the property value in the neighborhood? So I figured, what the hell? Do that. And their mom, so not the original neighbors that they moved out, not the ones that caused the war with the crows, but the new neighbors are the ones that watched that happen. And then their mom came, and she is a lover of the crows. A lover of the crows, so I instantly hated her. She took bagels and was throwing them on the yard. She was feeding the crows. She was bringing more of them. She was calling for backup in my war against crows. It was ridiculous. And then Brandon, who's obviously a great neighbor, he's like, "What are you doing?" He says, Ernie won't be very happy with you. Go pick it up. He made her pick up the bagel. Amazing. What a great neighbor. And then she decided that she needed to have a huge conversation about why I should like crows and why they're great animals and blah, blah. And I get it. They're majestic. They're amazing. They don't forget anything. And that's why I'm at war with them, because they don't forget. They don't really understand the fact that I saved the fucking one, right? They just care that, it was hurt and I was part of the posse that was injuring it. But, yeah. So I did what any soldier would do when faced with an obvious enemy. I fucking killed her and raped her dead corpse.
Jesus Christ.
Surprisingly, me and Brandon are still friends because it was his mother-in-law. Gonna wreck this mic stand again. Woo! It's weird though, guys. They call different animals, like the groupings of animals. They call them they aptly name different groupings of animals, right? Like it's a stand of flamingos. Makes sense, right? A herd of cows. Makes sense. A prickle of porcupines. Makes sense. A gaggle of geese. Makes sense. And a cauldron of bats, because witches and shit, right? And they call crows a murder of crows, because that's what they do. I wrote this last night because yesterday morning I saw them dive bombing this pigeon. Dive bombing this pigeon when I was out with my dog, right? I was kind of happy that it wasn't me, but I felt sorry for the pigeon, right? I had my ball thrower, and I was trying to make them fly away and leave the poor pigeon alone. And they're basically like just on it, like, "You're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit." And one after another, they just hammer on this pigeon until it obviously falls and dies, and they eat it, right? And when I threw the ball, it kind of scared the pigeon too, so he flew away. So I didn't have a chance to save it, because I wasn't like, I'm at war with them, but it's just in my territory. As long as they're not at my house or dive bombing my dog or my kid, I'm not going to go and fight the pigeons for him. So he probably died. But so sorry pigeon. Sorry. But I just hate them. I hate them so much. I do. I hate them with all my heart. I do not like them. I do not like them on my house. I do not like them near my spouse. I do not like them on a walk where they dive bomb my kid and my dog. I do not like them in the sky. If I have my way, they all will die. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like those black murderous crows. That's the word. Now you know. You guys ready to get the show started? Our first comic, I don't know, I looked at that, I always make him do bullet. Our first comic, he is one of the founders of the Effie, one of the reasons that we're all here tonight, and he hasn't been here for 6 weeks, so he's super ready to kill. Yeah, put your hands together